Hello, I'll be watching your game here. So you said, I know my build order here wasn't great, but how can I improve on it? So you went for rail, which is fine. I think that's fine. That's what the Sona, I like that what Sona players are doing, and this is what one of the best Sona players were doing. However, I don't really like the Ludens. I think you should get something like a redemption to help your team, or get something like the ardent sensor, right? Like those are utility items, which means they help your team, right? Getting a Ludens doesn't actually help your team, and also it's quite expensive for a support. The reason why supports get things like Unholy Grail and things like Remnant of the Watchers, right? It's because if you look at their cost, it's really cheap. And support's income is a little bit lower than other lanes because they're not actually getting the last hits, right? You're not actually going for those last hits. Another thing I noticed is you went sword boots. I think that's okay if you're looking to just like totally dominate the lane. If you think you can dominate the lane, then like sure, go for it. Like if you've killed them once or twice already, and you're like, I just want to grab Sorks and do a lot of damage to them, I think that's okay. But since you're 1 and 9, you most likely didn't do that. We'll take a look. I think in general, like just going CDR boots is much better because that allows for your flash to be up a little bit more. It gives you some CDR so that you can spam your W and Q a lot more, and have your ultimate off on a shorter cooldown. Because when you have ultimate, you want to be looking for ticks with it. I want to see how many controllers you got. Oh, bronze 5. All right, 5 controllers, 10 controllers. Just a tip: if you want to carry, like if you want to get out of bronze, either don't play support or play Blitzcrank. I know you only have 2 games on him, but just learn Blitzcrank, learn to land his hooks, and you'll be good. So I'm gonna go through this kind of fast. I'm gonna speed it up. 2 times 2. So I really don't like this ward. You wanna put a ward like in this bush because this is probably where they're gonna be, right? You don't know that you're gonna be getting hard pushed in, right? You're probably not gonna be getting pushed in. Your ranged support versus a Braum. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to look at your matchup. You want to see what we want to do and what they want to do. So they want to catch you with a Braum Q, right? And transfer that into a big stun. And then just all in, you guys, right? So they're pretty all in, and they rely off of Braum hitting his Q. So you guys want to stay behind these minions you have. Now, what you guys want to do is you actually want to poke them out a lot, right? So you should be looking to aggressively look for Q autos onto the Callista, but just make sure you're behind the minions the whole time, which you're not doing here at all, right? Taking a little bit of free damage. You want to try to do some damage back to her, right? So if you're getting a little chunked out and you didn't even try to auto back, so I'd like to see a little bit more aggression on that. Okay. You want to be playing a little bit closer to your AD carry, you're a little bit off, and then as a result, Braum just smacked the Q. Okay, you scale W. I don't really like that. I think you want to scale Q first to really get the poke down in the lane and get the priority in the lane. not being very aggressive with your Q. And when you are like right there, it's just not a good time to do it because your MF is really far back. And you get hit by Braum passes, so I'd like to see you more staying behind the minions to avoid that. And a little bit more aggression with your Qs. I like that you're pushing. I'd like to see a ward right about now. See if you have a ward up. No, your ward's not up. It's because you kind of wasted it on that bush. Yeah. You're not really playing very aggressive with your Q. There's no reason to really play this far behind. Yeah, you see you have a lot of mid. See, that was good. I like that. I don't like the refillable though. The reason I don't like the refillable is because you're really squishy. You're gonna get a hit a lot, and you're gonna take a lot of damage. Going refillable is extremely greedy. You want to just get your support item and then get 3 potions. Because in bot lane, you trade it on a lot. You can't really afford to go refillable. Right? Because once you run out of that, if the other guys have more potions, they're gonna heal up and you can't heal up. And you have to rely on your W, which eats up your mana bar. So it's not a very good idea to go do that refillable. Make sure you're autoing when you're doing those Qs. Now you're level 6, so you guys don't need to be this behind. So you just hit 6, right? You wanna be stepping up. Or when you realize you're really close to 6, you wanna start hitting these minions and making sure they die. Don't worry about getting the last hit. Just make sure these die, and then you can get 6, and then immediately jump on, right? Because they're level 5 and you guys are level 6. So you're just gonna win that trade. The same thing goes for level 2 and level 3, but they got level 2, and I think level 3 first. Somehow you guys come back, push the lane out further, and you hit level 6. You see, like right here, like just ultimate her. I would just ultimate her and you guys can just kill her. You know, because if you ultimate her and a Q and an auto, and you don't have ignite, you have heal, you should be taking ignite or exhaust. Main reason for just better kill pressure in lane. Exhaust is not as very good, and oftentimes your AD carry will be taking heal, which makes your heal half effective if you do double heal, right? The second heal is gonna heal for half. It's not healing for much. But he went barrier, so you end up going heal. I still think ignite is better in most situations. Yeah, you guys don't need to be this afraid. I can't fight you. Right, you see her, she's half HP, you guys are like 80% HP. If she tries to fight, she just dies. She doesn't even have flash, somehow. You went a second point in W, that's weird. And when you're scaling, you need to go Q, W, Q, and then E. And then just max out your Q, and then max out your either your heal or your E. Probably your heal, I guess. I think it's probably pretty situational. Actually, no, you just go for the W. Your E doesn't really scale very well. Seems pretty bad. Yeah, you're really far back. Okay, speed this back up. See, you could have ulted that as well. Just walk up, right? You're walking back here. I don't know why you're walking back. No, there's no threat. Right? There's no threat. So if you just walk forward, ultimate and stun this Callista inside the MF ulti, that's really, really good. Because she'll take full channel, right? She'll take full channel, you can Q. She's probably dead. So let's see. Right? If you ulted her in, it would have taken maybe 100 more. Another 100 HP, your ultimate, maybe another 100 HP. Then your Q, auto, you know, you just kill her. Or she'd burn heal. At least, but that's worth your ultimates. Yeah, you did it a little bit too late. Ended up chasing a little there, but nothing comes of it. Okay, looks like she wants to recall. So try to sync your recalls so that this doesn't happen. Like, if you don't try to sync your recalls as closely as you can. And then what ends up happening is one person finishes it, and then the other person's sitting there in the lane, and then it's a 1v2. And then the other players will just engage on you, because it's a 1v2. So you can't really help. Okay, that was an awful long time to stay in the fountain. Yeah, you just went for Sorks right away. Without even really dominating lane. You're actually behind in lane. But you still went Sorks. This is good. I like this. Objective focus, that's good. You don't need to be afraid, like, you don't need to be this scared just when Braum comes up, because it's just Braum, right? Nobody else is here, but as soon as other people show up, then you should be scared. You don't need to be that scared if it's just a support. Okay. That sucks. You went all the way around your pink ward. I want to make sure you got this here as well. Yeah, that was actually, I think I masked pink ward. So you want to put one here. Like, before you even start landing. I like that you got control wards. I think it was a little bit much. You know, it was a little bit much to get that many. But it's fine. When you guys get into the lane. Alright. So when you get into the lane, right, you should just walk to lane, put the controller down, then go back, and you guys can start doing this. Right? Because then you don't really have much fear of Evelyn. But she could probably just come through anyways, actually, and kill you. So just understand that, right? You're really far away from the turret. They have an Evelyn, Callista, Braum. Callista can just ult, and you guys are just gonna die. Really, really easy to kill you guys. It could have probably been prevented. Let's see if this is actually your controller. I don't know whose this was. I think it's MF though, because you're sitting on 3. Right? I don't think you can buy 3 if you have one on the map. You can only buy 2.
Red team double kill.
Maybe that was yours. If that was yours, I think this is okay. I don't know whose that was. I can't check. It might have been jungler too. I didn't see it place that. Alright, nice job. I should see a recall. After you take turret, you guys want to recall and then go to another lane. Like go to top lane.
Your team's turret has been destroyed.
There you go, man. Okay. Okay. You could have just ulted. You have one here. I would just ultimate the Evelyn right here. Because if you see, the Lux is coming in, right? So if you ultimate the Evelyn, she can't do anything. She can't use R or anything. And so while she's stunned, it's going to allow this Lux to close the gap and be able to bind the Evelyn, and she's not going to miss it because she's stunned by her ultimate. And so once that happens, she's just going to die. Right? This Lux is actually pretty fed. You know, she's 4-0. She's pretty fed. So she's gonna die if you just ultimate her. But I don't see the ultimate. She's allowed to flash with it. Right? She can flash the binding, but she can't really flash your R. Like, she can flash your R, but it has to be a prediction. Right? It's really hard to do, and I doubt these players are good enough to do it. Well, I know these players aren't good enough to do it, actually. You can ultimate right here. There you go. You see what I mean? Right? Your ultimate's of high value because your Lux is here to follow up with her bind. Okay. You could heal yourself up a little bit, not be afraid to keep yourself topped off. Try to be a little more aggressive, right? You guys are obviously good at saging. You have Lux, they're poking. You're good at poking too, so you use your poke with your team. Not enough poking in general. Alright, you guys are just going full A around. Nothing you can do, I mean. You're not a farmer, so. Good. I'm like, I think he was playing too forward there. When this happens, you want to try to go and separate from your team. So go upwards. Right? You go up here, where the Lux is going. But instead, you just kind of go right into the MF. They probably want to go for the MF. But, you know, they probably want to go for the Misfortune because she's already chunked a little bit. That's probably who they're looking for. And they're not really looking for Lux because she's kind of tanky because she's level 11, you know, so they're probably looking for the Malphus. So you walk right into her, they get an easy double knockup. Lux misses her binding, and you get stunned. It's just a small path in here. Just heal them right there or something to get the assist. When you get an assist, it increases the gold for the kill, right? Because you get the 300 gold for the kill, and then like 150 for, you know, another person. So if it's you know, if you get like I think it's split. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a little more gold if you get the assist. So that was a way to get the assist there. He was gonna die before you could really get in range, but you could just W and heal your ally in order to get that assist.
Blue team is slain.
So you're going with Garen. You should go with one of your teammates, right? So here you would either choose Nocturne or go with the Garen. Garen's deciding to 1v5, so not a very good idea. So maybe go with the Nocturne. And since they're all over here, what you could do is you could ping this top tower and get Nocturne to come over here with you. Or you guys can take Rift Herald together. So let's do either. Or you can get vision in the enemy jungle. Which is not what you do. You should. This control word is kind of useless now. You want to try to up the vision line, right? So get some vision in here, get some vision in here, and oh, you went lost chopper. That's really bad. You don't want to get that. You want to finish off your spell use. At the very least, you get the Frostfang portion. Right, you want to upgrade to Frostfang, so you get this questing. So, I don't know why you're holding on. Nice. That was a good ult, because you realize it's just 2v1, and his team died, he can't fight us, let's just kill him. Good. Sure, good job. That was kind of dangerous because you don't have anybody with you. You don't want to war alone because there could be people here, right? You don't know where Yorick is. He could be right here. He could be right beside you right now. But we have no idea. There's no vision. So that's fine. This is good. You realize the next objective is going to be Rift Herald, so you put this down. I like that. Just kill this Yorick right here. Okay. I don't know why you're walking back. You keep walking back. And speed them up too. But what you could do is you can use your passive. You know, I don't think you're really knowing about your passive or really using your passive situationally. Right, so if you stack up your passive 3 times, you use Q, auto, it's going to, I think, just do some more damage or something. Yeah. I think it's just an additional damage. I think it's just bonus damage or whatever. Yes, that's just bonus damage, I think. And then your W is going to reduce their damage, I think. And then if you use E in the auto, it's going to slow them. So, stack these up. Like when you're moving around, you can stack these up. Also, something supports are doing is they're just grabbing tier and sitting on it. I think that's really good on Sona, for sure. Just because it's that reduced mana cost, and you're constantly getting mana every time. If you don't want to limit the times. Oh, you just kind of let them kill you. It's not very good. In order to help him here, you don't need to be this close. You can be a little farther back, right? Your abilities have range. You can help him by just staying behind him. Staying way back, like over here. But instead, you kind of did it, and then you kind of walked right into him, right? He just sits still, and then he's like, "Hi, I'll just kill you." You just let him kill you. I don't really get it. It's kind of dangerous. Your team just got double killed over here. You know people are here, right? If they just decide to come into the river, you're just gonna die. So it's pretty dangerous. I'd like to see you at mid lane tower right now. That gold is also better spent on like the mid laner or the jungler. This is okay. You see 2 mid lane and 2 top lane. This isn't terrible. That's kind of weird. Wait a minute. Why are you healing? So, when this dies, the next closest thing is you. Right? It's gonna hit the next closest thing, which is you. Because look, you're closer than the minion here. Oh, it actually is me. And then it is you. I don't think you realize this. Alright, so you gotta pay attention to those minions dying. And you still don't notice here. This is just, I don't know what you're doing here. You just didn't realize it. And you end up taking a ton of damage. And then you're alive, and then you heal. You're fine. Why did you need to heal? Right? You don't need to heal. Right? You don't need to heal here. You should go with your team now. This is too dangerous going on at this point. Because the 2 people that were top lane are recalled. And they could just easily come down here. And here's the rise. He doesn't know how to actually combo, so you live. You should have died. Just, you gotta look at your map and kind of judge based on that. Where's the safest place to go, right? How do I get to my team safely? So, you're not shielding yourself either. You're not healing yourself. You could have just healed and shielded yourself from these minions, and you didn't choose to do that, and you take a lot of damage. Alright, so this is really dangerous. It's like, yeah, you want to get the misfortune, but if you look at the map, right, we don't know where anybody is, we just know where Yorick is. There's 4 other people, so where the heck are they? Right, bot, they don't need to go bot lane. Right, mid lane's pushing for them, so where are they most likely to be? They're most likely to try to go defend top turret, right? That's, you know, they're probably top turret. So they're here. So you do upgrade the Frost Fang when you finish the quest, I believe. So that's fine. Sounds fine. So you're much too close, once again. You want to be with your team, far back as you possibly can, while still doing damage, in order to keep that space. So, again, you just walk up, take a ton of damage. Oh, this is a really good ultimate chance. Like, you could flash and ultimate all of them. You could flash to the side over here where everyone's dead body is, and then ultimate every single one of them. Speed yourself up with E, and then flash and stun. You stun at least 3 of them. At least 3 of them. Or they have flash, which is great. Like that's what I would do right now. Because if you do that, they all die. Right? Because of the follow-up, like I said, from your team. Okay. Missed the chance. good. I like them. Objective focus. That's how you win games.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
No. You don't want to do this. You want to go with your team. Right? You're a support, so you want to support your team. And do what they're doing, even though if it's a, kind of not the greatest decision, right? He's over here, then maybe they want to start Baron, or you can go with your Lux, or your Nocturne. Your Nocturne probably wants to do Ocean Dragon. I would just go with either MF here or Nocturne. Both are fine. You can't really do anything without your team there. You kind of need your team to be useful. Get baited. Get baited, Callista. There's another chance for a good ultimate. Right here. I don't know why you're pathing up here. Right? Your teammates, just look at the direction their champion's facing and that'll tell you where they're clicking. Right? They're facing over here. So they're probably clicking over here. Right? Because they have to move their champion over here. So go with them. Like, you're running away here. What's up here that you want? What is up here? Like, why are you clicking over here? I will go in here and ultimate both of them. Like, go where your Nocturne is right here, and you can get an ultimate on both of them, because this guy's rooted. Your ultimate is long enough, you can stun both of them. That's really high value ultimate. Right here. And then you're still staying far back. Don't do anything at all. Don't even heal him. Don't even ultimate him. You're not even in the fight. You're just pressing buttons. But you're not pressing R or your heal. You could save him, R him, he would die. You save Nocturne. These are the situations you want your ultimate for. So there's no point in holding on to it. Like, these are the situations we want to hold on to it for, but you're just holding on to it forever. Here's where you kind of just want to be like, count your losses and let this guy die and just run away. Okay, now you have the flash. Maybe not. You're pretty quick. Alright. I would flash right now. I would flash. Because this next auto is gonna kill you, right? This next auto is gonna stun you, and then look at that damage. Look at that damage. See, you needed to flash that. After the third proc, you need to flash right away.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, really bad ultimate. He's already dead. He's already dead. I need to, even if that Q didn't kill him, you should finish him off with auto attacks. That would be a point where you wanna, actually hold on to your ultimate. It's no sense in using it there. You wanna try to save it for a multi stun. Like, stunning several people. So you guys go for Baron, I'm assuming. It's good. I don't like that you started it though without Nocturne. At least you need at least Nocturne and your carry. At the very least Nocturne, to be honest. Really don't like the lyrics. Alright. So let's go over this. So you see them here. We see them here. You don't have any vision. Before you do this, you want to try to set up vision. So you want to put down like a control word in the pit so they don't know you're doing it. And you want to put vision down over here so you can see if they're coming to try to stop you and you can react accordingly. And you can also put one over here in their jungle entrance for the same thing as this one. So you didn't do any of that. There was no setup for this Baron whatsoever. You have control words here. You're buying 3, but you're not putting them down. This is one of the things where you want to put them down. Here, you want to try to dodge that at least. You need to just ultimate and flash away. Or just flash away. Like, walk over the wall, flash away. You're still alive, I don't know why you're not flashing away. It's kind of where you want to save. You want to use your flash.
Blue team's turret has
Go
been
with your
destroyed.
team. There's nothing up here for you to get. Right? Like, okay, yes, maybe there's a wave, but it's not your job. Your job isn't to clear sideways. Your job is to do what your team is doing. You know, and if it's a really, really bad call, just ping them off with it. Like, you need your team to be useful, because you have heals and shields and slows and everything. Like, whole kit is revolved around helping teammates. Like this right here, this isn't your job. You could easily die for doing this too. Like, they're all over here. Alright, so you want to be here to prevent the dive. You're pretty good at preventing dives with your ultimate. But let's see what you get anyways. You might get this turret.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, you see, you're not very good at actually doing this.
Inhibitor has been destroyed.
Your champ's not good at doing this. So imagine if you were here for all this. Let's see how it turned out. So imagine if you had stunned this guy on the turret. He'd be dead. You could follow up with this. This guy would already be dead, so Nocturne would actually be able to go on Callista here and just instantly nuke him, and then it's a 2v1 and you guys win. This fight would have been won already if you just recalled earlier. Like, if you just didn't decide to go up here, or if you just cleared one wave and recalled, you guys would have won this fight. Right? You're not here to, like, win the fight, but you're here to prevent the dive, right? Just to dissuade them from diving because they know Sona ultimate is there, right? There's a chance we get stunned under tower, take a lot of damage. You know, they kind of mess it up. Fine Callista. So, finally arrived. Looks like it's too late though. The ultimate, you don't have damage to even kill him, so I don't even think the ultimate is necessary. Alright, go with the Garen over here. Oh, the Garen. He doesn't need the minion wave, he's got it. He got a minion wave. Yeah, he's dead. Just a bit too late. If you wanted to help him, you just ignore the wave over here and go to him right away. But it's fine, he did something dumb. So you don't want to do this, right? You can't really fight any of these people. Especially a 1v3, you can't fight any of them. There's no reason for you guys to be here. You want to look on the map and think, okay, what can we do, right? We have 2 inhibs down. We can win team fights easily. We're ahead in gold. Right, this inhib's down. This inhib's down. Okay, so what can we take? So we don't have any vision, so we can put down vision. Right? And okay, there's Cloud Drake coming up, right? We can grab Cloud Drake. So you want to start pinging things like this, and you want to start thinking about what the play needs to be. Right? So we need the vision. You haven't placed any vision. I think you're still sitting on. Oh no, you got one controller. So you do this. So same thing with Baron, you want to try to set up for it. You want to try to put some wards over here. Ward over here is also good, and you have one over here. So that's perfect. And you can put a control ward in the pit so they don't know you're doing it. If they know you're doing it, but just putting down a control ward disables this ward, so you don't need to worry about it. They don't know that you're doing it. Well, they do, but you know, they do everything. Okay, get that ultimate just to secure the kill, that was fine. Yeah, I don't know what that Yorick's doing. He thinks he can win 1 vs 5, but I don't think he can. I don't think he can. Try not to waste your passive on a minion like that. You know, just don't hit it. That's it. You know, just don't let your character hit it. You want to try to save those for champions. So your team decides to go top lane, right? These guys decide to go top lane. They probably want to take this last inhibitor, so they want to get a little bit of a wave going. But they could just go for the inhib. They should just go for the inhib, but they're not doing that. And Lux is over here. You're really fed target, right? Your win condition is Lux surviving, so you want to have Lux survive. Yeah. So go with her, right? There's nothing for you to get here. You keep farming like you're a laner. You keep farming like you're a mid laner or a top laner. But you're not. You're a support. You gotta go with the team, and you gotta do what the team is doing. Once again. But now you die, so you basically die for it, right? Because you can't do anything. First off, nothing for you to get. Second off, can't fight anybody. If they see the lone Sona, they're gonna be like, oh hey look, let's go kill her, right? You see the lone Sona. Yeah, I really don't like Ludens here. Like, you're getting Ludens like you're a mid laner. It's weird. You're playing like a mid laner or a top laner. Again, you just walk too close. So this is too far back. Your team is up here. Look at how far away you are from the front line. Look, your front line is Garen, right? Why are you all the way over here? You can't help anybody over here. You're way too far back. And you still stay so far back. Come on, like, get in here. You're not in range for anything over here. Look at he's just getting wrecked. You guys are over here. At this point, this guy's gonna die from the Luxie. You don't need to be here. Just back off. Alright, just run away. Right, he's dead. Why do you need to do this? You guys cannot fight a 2v4. Yes, Lux is fit, but he just used all of his stuff. He can't kill anybody else. And it's a champion that picks off just one person. Not very good at picking off several people. Right, he just picked off one person there. You have to wait for the cooldowns to come back up. Right, so his Q is going to be coming back up in like 86 seconds. Right, so this ultimate, sure, you stun 2 people, but it's not going to matter if your teammates are all on cooldown. And then you just walk even further into them. I don't get it. Is that Aftershock? Why do you have Aftershock? Take Airy. You take Airy and then Resolve. You don't take Aftershock. You're Poke Champion, so you take Poke Runes. You should look up what Sona takes for stuff. Like, do some research on your champion before you play them. It's really hard to learn all this stuff if you don't do the research. That should be game, but they're stupid. Oh wow, it's not game? Okay. Oh, they're doing Baron. Doctor dies. Once again, you're too close, right? They're probably going to try to get Baron and go end the game, right? They're going to end the game through mid lane because they've already taken the tower and the inhib. Right? So we don't need complete vision here. We know they're going to try to go down mid. Now you die again. You kind of try to like kill the minion wave when you can't. Nobody can. It's a Baroned up minion wave. So, to recap on the mistakes, so basically you're not with your team enough, you're not using your Q aggressively enough, do not like the Ludens, just go the support item, and then like finish that in the Frostfang, and then build your Grail, you know, maybe a Redemption or an Ardent Sensor, whichever one you think is necessary. Just ask yourself which one you actually need. Right? Read all of it and ask which one is the best for the situation. And I don't like the Sorc boots either. I think your build can be improved by just getting Lucidity boots instead, unless you're really far ahead and you think you're doing tons of damage, so you can grab the Sorcs there. We go for the Ludens this game. So if you want an aggressive item, Lichbane's the way to go, because you Q and then auto, and that does so much damage. That Q and auto does so much damage. Like that is Sona's bread and butter combo is your Q auto. That's what it is. That's what she does. It's really good. And then also, you weren't with your team, you weren't using Q aggressively enough, you didn't use that level lead in bot lane. There's a lot of team fights where you could just R multiple people and you don't go for it, right? So you're saving onto your ultimate way too much. Oh, I never noticed the passive on her ultimate. That's actually a really strong passive. Holy, that's a really good ultimate, actually. And also, I do not like the heal. Just go for ignite or exhaust. You know, if you're afraid of getting like all in, then maybe barrier. I don't know. I don't see anybody taking that on support. And another thing is you're catching lanes when you shouldn't be. And don't worry about the lanes. Let your teammates take care of the lanes. That's not your role in the game. Your role is a support, so you support team, right? Do what they're doing. I think that's about it. And you got caught out a lot by just trying to go to a lane and clearing that out, and then they see you alone and they just kill you. You know, that was pretty much most of your deaths was doing that. So I think if you work on that, you'll climb. Or if you just like play another role, you'll probably climb. Um, yeah. Anyways, I'd recommend you get like some private coaching for me. I can show you how to like actually support with Sona. Show you what she's supposed to do and things. I think that would really help you out.